Hi, my name is Mary Nichols. It's good to see you all this afternoon. I'm going to be telling you a story today called Farming for Fans. It's a story about a client of mine, a nonprofit called Farmers Ending Hunger. Now, a lot of you in this audience, when you think of farming, you might be thinking of Farmville. You will be so happy to know this presentation has nothing to do with Farmville, but it really has everything to do with real farmers that live in the state of Oregon, that work in the state of Oregon, and that are making a difference in the state of Oregon. So what is going on is a crazy and staggering statistic. Oregon is the #1 state in the nation for food insecurity for children. It's the #3 hungriest state in the United States of America. We all just had a great lunch upstairs. Well, a lot of Oregonians didn't. And Fred Zahari realized that there was this problem going on. He was currently working with farmers. He approached all these farmers and asked if they would donate a portion of their crops to the Oregon Food Bank. One by one, the farmers stood up and they said, "I'll donate crops, whatever it takes to help." Fred started organizing transportation and processing and getting all of the crops to the Oregon Food Bank. So he developed a company, a nonprofit, called Farmers Ending Hunger. And that's what they do. They organize transportation and processing of crops to the Oregon Food Bank. So they had an established company. They have one executive director, one employee, and they hired me because they wanted to take their company to the next level. They wanted to create more awareness, get more donations. So they really also wanted to have a digital presence, and they wanted to be able to really communicate with their donors and build relationships. So I had to really start from the beginning. I had some generational differences with my client and some technical differences. So I took him to the Apple store, and he was a little frightened when we first walked in. And pretty soon he had an iPhone in one hand and he had a MacBook in the other, and I don't think he's put them down since we left the Apple store. Then we started rebranding Farmers Ending Hunger, and I really wanted it to look and feel like it made me feel inspired and hopeful. Hunger doesn't have to be depressing. It can be hopeful. So then we went to the website. It was very, very content heavy. So we literally chopped the content in half. We were able to really demonstrate how the process took place visually, and we had big call to action buttons on there, these Adopt an Acre buttons. And Adopt an Acre is a way to let people know that you can actually adopt an acre of food and it's going to go straight to hungry Oregonians in this state. It makes it real and people know where their money's going. We then worked with a company called R.A. Santiago and Associates, and they have a CRM platform, one platform where we could do everything. We could do email, we could do custom donor pages, we could do thank you notes, we could had a huge database of all of our contacts. We work with Lisa Hill PR, who got us 25 features in about 5 weeks. In the Portland Monthly, she got us in the Willamette Week Give Guide for the first time, and even the Capital Press, which is a publication that farmers read. Our target, urban foodies. Where do urban foodies like to go? Farmers markets, and they love cookbooks. So we raffled off a whole bunch of cookbooks, and we gathered email addresses that way. And then we even had an interactive activity for kids. We did a build your own Mr. Potato Head. We would then engage with the parents while the kids were building. We'd take their pictures, tell the parents, hey, if you want to see your cute kid on Facebook, go like our page and then you can download it. We had a huge increase in fans. This is just a slide of a class I just taught at PNCA. 8 people, they can now write a marketing plan, but the client was Farmers Ending Hunger, so I have 8 more warriors out there. So what really matters are results, and the results so far have been pretty big. We got 500 new Facebook fans in 6 weeks, an 84% increase in donations versus the same time period prior year, and 1 new Apple fanatic out there in the world. That's John Burt, the executive director, with his iPhone and his MacBook. This organization completely inspires me, and I hope you can feel it. I hope I've been able to inspire at least a couple of you to consider adopting an acre, or at least go to their Facebook page and see how the next chapter of this story unfolds. Thank you so much for your time.